I'm Sir Buttah, and this is why I rap. I've always been into words. Like from my childhood, it started when I would get in trouble a lot at school. Like all the time I was in trouble. And the punishment was to write the dictionary. So writing the dictionary, I'm learning a lot of words. And I would use these words in sentence all the time. It's just something that I really enjoyed. So I started to read the dictionary on my own time. So I come from a family of people who, are big on words. It's like my mama and my brothers and stuff. They're always doing crossword puzzles and stuff like that. Watching these little shows on TV, the little game shows that's about words. And it's just, words have always been a big part of my life. We used to write, in school, we used to write these stories, like, and for reading class, English class, whatever you want to call it. They'll make us write stories. And my stories will always be, some of the best stories in class. I would write poetry. I just love to write words. Like, there's words with my life. So inevitably that evolved into writing lyrics. So I would say that I was like 10 when that turned into writing rap lyrics. And when I was like 13 is when I started to really kind of like, okay, I'm a rapper. That's when I figured that. And I'm 22 now, so when I was 13, I don't know, y'all can do the math on what year that was. But yeah, that's how I got into rap. Reading and writing a dictionary, loving words, writing poetry and short stories, and that evolved into writing rap lyrics. Growing up, I listened to Bone Thugs and Pac like all the time. I listened to, like Mace and a little bit of Biggie. Listened to a lot of Nas. Listened to some underground rappers. But for the most part, Bone Thugs and Tupac were like the things I listened to the most. So that kind of gave me the inspiration to really take this seriously as a rapper. Like, man, I want to be like that. And as I got a little older, started listening to Eminem and DMX. Now, when I started listening to Eminem and DMX, that was around the time when I was like, I'm a rapper. Like, it was beyond that. I want to be a rapper. That's when I felt like I'm a rapper. And DMX, he dropped the song "I Miss You." And my daddy had died, like, right before I heard that. So, like, in that same time frame of me hearing that song. And that's when I was like DMX is the rapper that touched me most out of every rapper, period, every piece of music, just DMX. And that just makes me feel like, took me to a place of like, you get chills, the goosebumps and stuff, because it feels like this person is saying the stuff that you want to say, that you feel, like he knows that you feel that way, he's saying it. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to make people feel that same way. I wanted to take my story, put my story into it, because I feel like his story, touched me so hard. Like, my story can touch all of these people, you know what I'm saying? So that's the influences that went into me wanting to be a rapper, and like, just like, for sure, like, this is it. I'm a rapper. This is that pushed it for me. I rap because I need to. Like, without rapping, I just truly can't envision my life without rapping. I don't think that is a possibility. Like, I rap. That's just what I do. So that has to be like the leading factor in me rapping. The number one, numero uno, I rap because I need to. But I also like to push myself. I rap to get better and better, and just to be the best rapper that I could possibly be. Like, I don't get complacent at all. I don't want to have 1 million record sales. I don't want to have 1 million fans. I don't want to have $1 million. I just want to keep on getting better and better, and try to push the envelope. try to do something that's gonna last forever. Because like life. Just look at it like this: a year, let me just 5 years. 5 years of a human being's life, of your life, my life, is a long ass time. A long ass time. 5 years in the world, the universe, Earth, you're living. That's nothing. That is nothing. That's like a second. 5 years of our life is like a second, maybe not even that much to the world. So we're gonna come and go. I'm gonna come, I'm gonna go, you're gonna come, you're gonna go. So I wanna leave a legacy. I wanna leave behind something that, all these years later, people still listen to my music. People still put me on these lists of musical artists that he did this or this. He was the greatest at this or whatever. I wanna live forever. I don't wanna just come and go and nobody ever remembers me but my family, who will eventually all be gone, and then nobody gives a damn that I ever existed. I don't want that for myself. And I also want to be able to provide for my family, because the school thing never was my thing. Even though I've always gotten to words, like intelligence was never the reason why I couldn't perform in school. In my mind, I'm a rapper. Like, I was a rapper. Since I was 13 years old, I'm a rapper. You can't tell me that I'm not. So the school thing, it was like, this is just all this hard work that I'm putting behind school, I've been putting behind rap. I ain't going to need this. Like, the education is cool. I'm not knocking the education. But the fact that I had to go through and do things by the book, I don't get. I'm just not with that. You have to write this homework down on this piece of paper. I don't care that my teachers will always say he just doesn't apply himself. He knows the material. He answers the questions in class. He just doesn't write it on the paper. He doesn't do his homework. But it's like, I know it. I know the information. It's not in me to sit around writing down all these essays and copying stuff directly from the book. What am I copying it from the book for? You know what I'm saying? So school thing was just never going to keep me sane and work for me. So this is how I have to provide for my family. This rap thing, this is my only option. So it's like I have to make money to live, and this is my only means of survival. So inevitably I need money. That's just what I was saying. So I'm doing it to be able to provide, not necessarily to be a multi-millionaire, but to be able to provide, and I have to worry about where the next dollar is going to come from. I also do this so I can give people the same feeling that I got listening to my favorite artists, to help that young man feel like his life is over. He might feel like it's just it, and I might could take give with my songs, help him up and do something with his life. Say I could be better. I'm not giving up on myself. You know what I mean? I want to give people that feeling. I want to inspire people to become the next greatest rapper of all time. That's huge on why I wanna do this. When the smoke clears, I want to be able to sit back and say that I touch people's lives. That there's a lot of people in the world that thinks my music is some of the greatest music that's ever been made. That's my goal. Like, it's not even about being the greatest, because the greatest is a myth. It's never about actual talent, because what's good to you is not good to me. What's good to me is not good to you. So it's never gonna be a greatest. Some people are good at this, not so good at that. You know what I'm saying? So being the greatest is just a myth. Being the best that's a myth. So that's not a goal. Like, if that's a goal and you have a flawed goal, because that's bogus. But my goal is just to touch people's lives, to inspire people to keep on living, to keep on pushing for what they want to do in life. And the main thing is, like, I'm always striving to be the best I can be. Like, work on this. If I'm not so good at this, I want that. I want to work on that to make sure that to touch that up. I want to be able to say I can do anything, because that's what I want to get. Even not rap. Like, if no matter what you do, if you want to be a scientist or something, like, I want to the people who listen to my music to walk away feeling like that I'm gonna be the greatest that I possibly can be. I'm going to be good at every single thing. I want to be able, you know what I'm saying? I want people to push and push and push the envelope. Do stuff that maybe never been done before. Just don't let people say that you can't do it. Just to, you know, push and become just the best that you can possibly be. Don't get satisfied. Never get complacent. Always strive for better. No matter how high you are on a list of people might already say you're the greatest scientist of all time. You might have conquered the myth. You might have become the greatest of all time. But you still push and push and push to become greater and greater and greater. Because, you know, there's just, you never know. Like, the things that everything was not done before. So just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean that you can't do it. So I want to inspire people to just keep on pushing and keep on pushing and keep on pushing for more and more and more. And I also, one of my biggest pet peeves in life is trend following, stuff like that. People hating just because that's the cool thing to not like. People loving something just because it's the cool thing to like. And I wanna lead a generation of leaders, not followers. Don't follow trends, set trends. Because I feel like that's what a good leader would do. A good leader creates other leaders. A good leader doesn't just have a bunch of followers. A good leader has leaders who follows them, because, you know, they see how good this person is or whatever. I don't know the word that I'm looking for right now, but basically, like, I feel like a great leader knows when to follow and knows when to lead. So I want to lead a generation of people who knows when to follow and when to lead, so they can be leaders in certain situations in life, in their family, in their business or whatever. Just don't just rely on just trying to slide by, just try to fit in, just trying to do what's gonna not get you laughed at, what's gonna get you a few friends. But do what you feel, what you got deep down in your heart, what you want to do, and be what you want to be. And that's my definition of a leader, even if you have to, because everybody has to follow in some degree. 'Cause, like I said, a great leader knows when to follow. So that's my goals, to set a new generation of people who are leaders, you know, and to make people feel like they can be just better and better and better. Always push for more and do stuff that maybe never been done before. I'm going to leave this video as raw as possible. This is all one take, no script, no nothing, because I want y'all to really feel what I'm trying to say, and not really have it all clean and cut and, oh, look, I'm going to say this, but this is really, truly how I feel, and I want to know how you feel. I want to know why you rap. Why do you do it? Why do you wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to go write these lyrics, I'm going to go record this song? Is it for money? Is it for coolness? Is it for bitches and hoes? You know, why do you do this? And you can leave it as a video response to this, and I'm going to watch every single one that comes in, because, you know, I really want to know why you rap.